He likes to get himself stuck in the drawer in the closet. Because basically right now all my stuff is just like in there in bags until I can get everything situated. So he's able to get into the drawer, but then he forgets how to get himself back out. Don't know, the person hung up immediately. I knew I was hearing something. Let's see. You look rather pale. Is something the matter? My phone vibrates in my pocket. Time already. It's me. Almost time for the patrol to show up. Let's wrap it up for today. Alright, we'll leave immediately. Is it time? Yeah, let's head back out. Then I think tomorrow we'll do Vaughn. We get out of the mansion without any issues. We rejoin the one who was keeping watch, and quickly share the info we gained in our search. I told you, aren't you glad we went inside? That tea table in particular was quite a find. Combined with the ballet flyer, it has some grave implications. Why do you look like you're enjoying this? That's what you found on day one. I shuddered where this was going to end up. But you're whining. Just admit it's been a white one. We even heard different voices screaming. You must be scared. How did you scream about this to me? This spirits all the remains of Uncle Needle, or is it something else entirely? I can't wait to find out. It's only a matter of time before the cops show up. We better split up. We'll meet back at the Black Rabbit same time tomorrow night. Yeah, sounds good to me. That's right. Don't forget to buy batteries. I'll try anything once. I'm not doing that again. Yeah, what a pain in the ass. Also, why are you asking me? Why don't you buy the batteries? We part in front of the Midoku residence and take our own separate paths this evening. As I walk by myself down the street, I think about what I heard on the TV. It might just be a crazy tip of the psycho iceberg, but the stuff hidden in the Midoku residence. I catch my train, and by the time I get back to Kisuji Station, it's already past midnight. I better go home and get some rest. No, don't have anything follow me, please. Oh! Weird. Hardly anyone ever uses that photo booth. Oh, hi. I wonder. Coin-operated ID booth. The newest model, even. I open the curtain and look inside. Sure. Yep. No one's behind the curtain. You know, if it wasn't for the red light there, it would be even more scary. They shouldn't have put like a red light behind it. No one's behind the curtain. I just sworn someone was there. Because they're just seeing things, but I can't do anything. Is it gonna be D-Man? Text. It is. Open up the message. I've prepared your next riddle. Decipher it to receive your analyst's record. Search the monster that raises its voice when awoken. A fire alarm? meter. Open the fire alarms maintenance door and find a card. Hell yeah! Look how smart I am. D. Obtain the D card. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. I hear of a flute. A young girl appears. The students of rumor. Lost with white hair. A child doll in a kimono. Said the tune Night of the Full Moon means she's shown herself. She lures people to play her game. Different for each person. Wow. I'm surprised that it just has our thing in it. What we're doing. From finding items to courage tests, but each has a certain condition to be met for survival. Oh, Kaguya's game. Conditions survive. Otherwise, they most likely die. Never spoken to any of the players. I can't confirm for sure. It is still only a rumor. But if the reason why I haven't talked to them is that those who challenge your game end up dead, and I suspect that there's no way to escape their death. Actually, never. Wow, so helpful. Legends like Girls Play and Kakiyako share similarities with this one. While researching, I learned it's been repeating every few years since the war ended. Yeah, that war and that goddamn freaking scientists. How fucking dare they? That damn war. I must look further, and that's where you come in. It is fortunate that you are in this exact situation. How do you know this? Did I tell you any of this, Demon? You're the very person I need to talk to regarding this room. Kaguya, and why does she take doll form? The games, and what role does she play? Is she a guide to death, or the reversed, or neither? Is she connected to the fairy tale named legends, seen often in recent years? Find out and escape the game alive, if worst comes to worst. I'll gather your ashes for you. Wow. So gallant. So gallant of you. Thanks. I appreciate it. Where the hell is he hiding these cards? Too much effort to worry about. Oh, Mary was the other doll's name. May as well go home and sleep. I solved the man's riddle, so I head home feeling pretty satisfied with myself. Hell yeah. Minoku's pace searched until cops came on patrol. Put objects in. Oh, frames to put objects in. Found cassette tape. Child T incident report. Little girl went missing on way back from ballet lessons. Horsetail hair. Often used for instruments. Alright, crap boy. I'm tired. Well, too bad. We're gonna use the toilet anyway. Wow. What an amazing bladder you have. I should take a shower. Open the door and go inside. And there I am. Yes. All refreshed. What's that noise? Is it coming from the door? Maybe I shouldn't have taken a shower. A movie? Or maybe a video game? Oh, it's probably the neighbors or something? Probably the neighbors. Gonna look at everything but. Open the fridge and look inside. Shit, that's loud. Is it? Maybe I'm just not hearing it. Oh, there we go. That noise won't stop. My temper's hanging by a thread. Would punching a wall work? Wait a little longer. Maybe I should wait. If I wait a bit. Nope. Noise shows up. No sign of stopping. Can't take this any longer. Finally stopped. Maybe I'll water the plants. I have plants? I plan on going out again. Failing to see my face in the reflection. Yes. Do I have plants outside? Nothing in particular. But what about my plants? Where are my plants? Oh, there's my plant. Decacetes. My little baby. Oh yeah, speaking of plants, my poor plant in the office is dead. It's dead. You have a lot more garbage? Is that what you're saying? It's medical science of the fighting body. Just what I need. I need to beat up that crane. Crane ghost. Always comes in handy. What plants? Am I crazy? Gotta water the plant. Well, I tried. Do I need to... This'll work. Ah. Looks like about the right amount. My little baby plant there. Water the plant. No. Alright, this should do it. No. What a good plant dad you are. Better get some rest. Yep. Weirdly sleepy. Yep. Now loud. Who could be calling me? I think I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Time to take a dump. Finally my useless phone is working. Doesn't seem to want to stop ringing, so I reach for the phone. Hello. On the other end of the line silent, all I hear is breathing. Yeah, what the hell? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh. Chills run down my spine. My body involuntarily jerks and slams the receiver down. That voice sounded familiar. Someone pranking me, or they'll probably try to call again. Guess I'll just lie in bed and wait. I shut my eyes and wait. The room is quiet. It doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen. I must be tired after all. My consciousness slowly fades. Luckily, I'm not bothered by another phone call. Yes, always. next day I wake up to an oppressive heat. I drag my listless body outside and trudge to the electronic shop to search for batteries. Since this is the older battery, I'm not having much luck finding one. Oh. Man, that reminds me when I was trying to find for work I was trying to find a thumb drive. Trying to find a thumb drive and could not, so I had to give up my own thumb drive. By the time I get what I'm set for, the sun already is set. Is my light on? Why are the lights on in my room? Someone snuck in. That's strange. Sure, shut them off when I left. I hear faint sounds from the other side of the door. Something's definitely inside. Is it Amanome? Aunt Natsume? I've given Aunt Natsume a key to my apartment. I kind of doubt it, but I hold my breath, grab the doorknob, and turn it. There is no resistance, it's unlocked. I breathe in and cautiously crack the door open. Oh, it's her. I figured it was, hey, welcome back. Yeah, because she can lock it. She's an asshole like that. I let myself in. What are you doing in my apartment? Before we headed to the Black Friday. Oh, so you picked my lock? Yeah, waiting outside would have been so boring. You being calm and composed, I see. What a mature young man. So what do you want to talk about? I'm sure you've heard all about me. So, sit down. I've heard that the underground matches, Anna's abduction, and Kuritaro's case. There was something I needed to hear, and I needed to hear it directly from your mouth. The legend, the truth, the strange power you have. Do you know something about it? Yes, it was just hypothesis. That's better than me. Don't know the first thing about it. I suppose if I were to be your teacher, I'd have been turned down as such a sincere request. That mysterious power of yours was an extension of your intuition. You might know it better as your sixth sense, a little something that warns you of danger. You're saying it's like my instincts? Yes, you could call it that too. Everyone possesses it to some extent. However, your sixth sense is unusually keen. Probably why you never lost any of his own connection. Of course, you also have the physical abilities and reflexes to react to the danger you face. I'm trying to get a sense for what she's saying. When it focused her, like, it just becomes so much more clear of my surroundings. It's gotta be that sixth sense. But the true benefits of your sixth sense isn't limited. Animals are fascinating. Abilities that aren't necessary for survival. On the other extreme, they can awaken new abilities if they need them to survive. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? The day Ami disappeared, and I caught the other. I knew that my life was in danger. You're saying that meaning will violate my sixth sense is what true power? Precisely. What an excellent society. Like, she unlocks that in people, or at least people who would be able to survive her game more. Like, I wonder if she has like an innate feeling of these particular people, and that's why she chooses them, and whether or not they survive is just, But not every person gains some great power when they face enemy danger. friends are those? You got a group of supernatural fanatics or something? A certain desire you to investigate the spheres of supernatural. Is it our good old detective? And Bonds, a group that investigates spirits. Sounds like something from a comic book. Now, who's this sponsor of yours? The head of a distinguished family. Ah! So, protagonist. He has some strange abilities himself. He uses a peculiar way of thinking to solve supernatural cases most people wouldn't consider, like defending a spirit's attacks, hostage taking, a perfect realm. It's quite reckless. But what kind of idiot is that? He looks like your basic sullen middle-aged man. Goes without saying that he's not protected. He's currently on the overseas business with your brother, which is why I have a key to trap keys in this business. Although thanks to that situation, I was able to meet a wonderful young man like you. Okay, coming all strong. I'm still in high school. Well then, it's about time. We should get going. By the way, keeping up, do you happen to know if anyone's committed suicide in the apartment? How should I know? Why would you just ask that out of the blue? Because we have a ghost there. There's an extremely ominous presence in the apartment. I didn't want to worry you, so I wasn't going to mention it, but I changed my mind. Have you experienced any unusual phenomenon? Yeah, a bunch of weird things have happened. I almost died once too. And yet you seem pretty unfazed. Well, obviously I didn't die. Well, that's a way to look at it. And so much, yeah, pretty much every time we bring in a ghosty. They're my ghosty friends. And so much strange stuff has been happening lately. I might just be getting used to it. You're a pretty carefree kid. I sense a power in that apartment that draws spiritual beings to it. Maybe it's me. Like a famous suicide spot or a haunted area. No, I forgot to censor the word. Oh well. Well, things feel all warm and fuzzy now. Thanks. It's just like the story with there was a fellow Ryugakusei, which is basically a foreign student. And I remember there was a ginormous wooden spider. It was a wood spider. Not wooden, wood spider. He was about this big with his legs. Or so. Body was probably about this big. And he was brown. And I remember I would just see him from the corner of my eye run underneath my desk. And at first I thought it was a mouse because it was so big. I thought it was a mouse going underneath my desk. And when I saw it was a spider, I remember I screamed. And he ran away, so I could not, he disappeared somewhere, so I couldn't, like, catch him. And I remember I had to go and pick up my bike from bike jail because basically my bike got towed. Like the bicycle, not a motorcycle or anything, the physical bicycle, like the one that you have to pedal yourself. They will take those to bike jail. So I had to bail my bike out. I had to pay like $50 to get it out. And I remember I ran into a fellow student, Ryugakusei. His name was Yap, and he was from not Argent, Amsterdam. He was from Amsterdam, and I remember telling him about the spider, and he's like, "Oh, like you should have burned the whole place down because now you're going to wake up with the spider on your pillow, on your face." And I was like, "Thanks, Yap. Thanks. Thanks for telling me that." What am I supposed to do? This is just like this, like telling you something like that. Without knowing what's causing it, it's hard to recommend an effective approach. Moving out would be the easiest solution. I really don't have time for that. And anyway, I'm not some weakling that's gonna move just because some stupid ghost. Oh, wow. Okay. figured you say that. It's your life. Do whatever you like. I thought you liked me. But if it starts getting on your nerves, just talk to me. Why? You want me to come crash at your place? When we arrived at the Black Rabbit, the light turned. Of course.
あら、いらっしゃい。
I'm not Simi is there. She looks exhausted. Wasn't expecting to see you here. Yes, I won't be here long now. I have to meet with the new detective. Her eyes are completely lifeless. Although, must be expected. For 2 weeks now, she's been doing anything, everything she can think of to find out. These detectives, liars, the internet, none of it has helped. Would it help if I told her that Army is alive? Maybe held hostage somewhere? Even if I did tell her that, there still wasn't anything she could really do about it. Worse, if she gets involved, she could end up dying, just like Mirage. Despite that, I still tell her what I know about Army's situation. Would she believe me, though? Why not? Sorry, Hucky. Well, I have an appointment with. So this choice was useless. I have an appointment with the detective. We'll talk some other time. Okay. Bye. Not to be quickly leaves. After a bit, Rose, who was waiting outside, comes in. So that was your aunt. She seemed so distraught. It was painful to even look at her. Okay, sorry I'm late. That mahjong game got intense at the end. Did you win? Did you win any money? What's the matter? What's got you two looking so serious? You're the most incorrigible, thick-headed man I've ever had the displeasure of meeting. You're beyond all hope. Death would be all kindness to you. What the heck are you so mad about? Read the room, dude. I don't have the energy to explain it to you. How's your investigation going? Don't you dare tell me it has slipped your mind and you wasted all your time playing mahjong. Don't be ridiculous. I'm a consummate professional. I'll believe it when I see it. Here's all the info I've found so far. He didn't have any friends or close relatives, so I wasn't able to get much. My grilled Noku's publisher, Adon, finally got my hands on this. Oh, so he originally wanted to be a doctor. Changing career paths from doctor to an author is quite a drastic life change. Man, this just reminds me. I'm being reminded of everything today. There was this time early on when I first was working at the coffee shop where this he was nice, but basically this man approached me and he offered for me to help him edit a documentary. And this was specifically a documentary for the Elise Lam investigation. Because I guess he and another buddy of his, who is a bigger YouTuber, wanted to like did some filming about it. And I guess because there's like a subsect of people who firmly believe that this wasn't like some weird accident or something. So he basically asked me to edit for him, and he was talking about how he wants to make films and all this other stuff. And I remember, with one, I wasn't being paid. Two, he was being it was rather annoying because because I didn't have a license. I didn't have the money to have a license. This was his project, and we would have to I would have to almost re-edit everything several times because we would sneak in we would sneak into the school because I didn't have the school. We would sneak into the school library to get me in, and I would edit through the school library because this was a college. And but every week, the library would like it would just refresh all saves and things like that. So all information you had, and he refused to get a hard drive. I told him like, we need a hard drive. I can't be doing this over and over, starting from like I'm fast, but like I can't be doing it over and over and over again. And I remember, ooh, I was just so fed up. And at the end, he told me that he was going to move all the way to New York, even though he said that he wanted to be a film maker and everything, which it does take a lot of dedication to learn how to do like the filming and everything. And he just threw me a curveball and told me he was going to New York to study to be a dentist. And I was like, how are you going to become a film director if you're going to go and study? Because being a dentist, that is like 4 years to 8+ years of dedicated medical school. It's not easy. And he's like, oh, like when I become a dentist, I could then become a filmmaker. I'm like, that, if you want to have your own practice, no, that is not happening. That's what I was thinking in my head. And then I remember like his friend had I felt bad after the fact thinking of it, but I was just so frustrated with the situation because after I had gotten like some critiques, which was, you know, yeah, it was fine, but at that point I was so fed up with this guy, and that was like after I found out that he was just gonna freaking go and off and be a dentist. I didn't go off on this guy, I just like was ranting to the friend, and it's just like, I cannot believe. I mean, I hope he's doing well. I hope he do, you know, dentists make a lot of money. They also have a lot of debt. They have a lot of debt. Dental school is expensive. My father wanted me to be a dentist. Too bad for him, I hate the feel and smell of saliva, so I've never been able to be a dentist. The reason he did so is a mystery. Apparently he didn't talk about himself much. It was doubtful that cash was the reason. The Moroku family was extremely well off. Yes, that's evident just based on the mansion. A poor author wouldn't be able to live like that. Apparently, his publisher never once set foot in the house either. Seems like Minobu hated anyone intruding on his private life. So basically, if we are to learn about his private life, our only option is to rummage through that mansion. That's right. I also looked into what was reported on the TV. The girl disappeared half a year ago. She was last seen at an intersection about a 5-minute stroll from the residence. I see. So that's why there are regular patrols for the area. But that happened half a year ago. Why are you still maintaining that patrol? As it turns out, a number of other girls have disappeared around that area too. They're ancient cases though, so I don't have time to dig into them. That concludes my report. Now, $500 for that. I could blow it all on gambling. Good work. This time he'll do gotcha. At least with gotcha you get an item. With gambling, you literally, if you lose all your money, it's gone. You don't even get money back. You just get the memory. The sad, depressed memories. Well then, should we head straight to the Minoku residence? We must unveil the truth that lurks within the darkness. We go our separate ways to the Kisioji station, just like yesterday, and each get on the train. What time is it? Alright. We could do a little investigating. Maybe we'll run into a ghost. Age 55, unmarried. Town surgical intern after graduation, Sun debuted as new popular author at age 27. 1979 release of Dark Fairy Tales, a kid's horror book collection, became a bestseller. Becomes famous as horror author. Masterwork Old Bamboo Cutter's Dream about Princess Kaguya. I reached the Moroku residence without any particular trouble today. Another wonderful night. I feel like we'll make great progress with our investigation. You got here fast today. Well, I learned after my trip here yesterday. Anyways, same plan as yesterday? Yes, we'll take Bond this time. Yeah. You and someone else go investigate the other one stays behind to keep watch. Sounds alright with you? Yeah, that's fine. Well, there is a flaw of this plan. Bond looks towards the Minoki residence. Might be the fact that we already explored the mansion yesterday. Already checked the hallway, living room, bedroom. There were no other rooms. Hang on a second. From the outside, the mansion looks like it would have a second floor, or at least an attic. But the one we saw yesterday, we didn't find stairs anywhere, right? Wait a moment. It doesn't necessarily have to be stairs, right? Maybe there's a ladder hidden somewhere. Doesn't make a good point. I miss those details on my first day of investigation. Let's take one more look around the house. That's all we can do. We just have to use our feet, eyes, and hands. Time to let's get started. Alright. Bond. Alright. Rose, be on the lookout.
問題ない。
No problem. Leave it to me. I'll see you both later. Alright, let's go. Already enter. Is it D-Man? A text. Open up the message. Why would you hide it? How did you get in here? How are you? I prepared your next riddle. Repeatedly hurry the movement of the monster that moves without rest. Okay, look at that later. The investigation takes priority. Well, we need to... I know, I'm coming. Wow. We'll come back. And... Press the mailbox. Strange looking window. Repeatedly hurry. What, another phone call? As we stepped into the room, the loud ringing stopped. Don't surprise me like that. Just check it out just in case. Well, we're not gonna do that right now. A rat basket. The fruits inside are all black. The fruits inside the basket are so old, they all turned completely black. Also, it wasn't there before. They're completely dried up. Oh, maybe it's the clock. Pluck one fruit off what seems to be a bunch of bananas. Try to Dum-dum. Clock on the wall. Push a long hand in a full circle, but nothing happens. Oh, there we go. When I spin the long hand, the clock makes a noise. Open the glass door and a card falls out. There we go. Perseverance. 10D card. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. Devil Mail. Alright. By Devil Mail, you read them, kill someone. Murderers have mentioned this urban legend when interrogated. The motives for the murders are unknown, as the attackers claim to be tempted by an evil spirit. In some cases, the victim and killer have never met. The only thing in the common in each case was mentioned of the devil. These mails were found and no one remembered limits exactly, except the subject line. Oh, the contents exactly, except the subject line. It was an ex-detective guy who told me about these cases, that they came from a police officer he knew. Unluckily for me, this was the exact kind of case I enjoy. They're fun to work on, but I never get any compensation for it. Put on an ad for a magazine with a warning not to open mail, in hopes of finding someone who knew something. I got one response and met with him. My purpose then was to identify the sender. The IP address provided didn't exist and I hit a dead end. A few months passed after I started investigating. I got the mail myself, on my cell. Like it was coming. I went mad with joy when I saw Devil Man in the subject line. What do you think was inside? An endless string of 4 letters. Lisa. You know, I feel like I've seen an AI with that name. But that's not important right now. Those letters sound familiar. It was a case for Mr. Cage. A long time ago to wrap up, but there's one more thing I'd like to mention that might be making you curious. That is, of course, who killed me? Don't be alarmed. The reason's not important, but curses have no effect on me. At any rate, the ex-detective on the Lisa case, so focused on your own problem. Best of luck to you. Wow, how lucky for you to be immune. With that, some kind of card game? Yes. Honestly, I'm not really sure. Pendulum swings without stopping. Wooden swords. Is there anything interesting on the shelf? Alright, then we will. There's a black phone on top of the storage shelf. Take the handset and put it to my ear. I don't hear anything. No, is it not plugged in? Is the line connected? I turn on the flashlight and follow the telephone line coming from behind the shelf. Huh? I notice that something's stuck in between the storage shelf and the wall. I try wedging my hand in, but the crevice is too small and I can't reach it. Find something? There's something stuck between the shelf and the wall. The space is so tight my hand can't reach inside. Well, let's move the shelf. Yeah, that's probably the best way. It's a wooden storage shelf. Move. Let's try it. I'll give you a hand. Bond and I go to the sides of the storage shelf again. Alright, let's do this. Now move! With this call, I pick up the shelf. Perhaps the wood is dense, because this thing is far heavier than it looks. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Because there's bodies in it. You just need to move a little bit. Don't hurt yourself, old man. I'm not a senior citizen, damn it. Here goes. Move it a step or two and set it back down. Damn it. I almost threw up my hip there. Are you sure you're not an old man? So, did you get that thing? Yeah, it was on the floor. So, what do you think it was? Quit playing around and show it to me. Light up the object with a flashlight and show me. It's a cassette tape. Oh, labeled H. Looks like it was worth putting my hip at risk. I wonder what's recorded on this tape. Nothing about the boombox is different. There's no tape in it, and the battery is just as we left it yesterday. Oh, that's right. I remembered that I bought the replacement. I take the new battery from my pocket and swap the batteries. Oh, you're prepared. We shouldn't have any problems playing the tape now. Put tape H into the boombox. Tape H used. Press the play button. No sound comes out from the speakers. Now, 9:30, thank you. Okay, sure the battery is good? We need to use the hand wires. Well, the tape is spinning just fine. Maybe it just hasn't gotten to the part where it does that. Suddenly the phone from the next room rings. What the heck's going on? You're supposed to answer the phone. Tape is still spinning inside the boombox. Let's go take a look. We're just now getting spooky. Let's see. Let's see. Swings. No, I get everything inside. Alright. I summon up the courage, take a headset, and put it to my ear. Radio noise. I hear something that sounds similar to a tape we played back. I listen to the headset, just hoping to hear something else. I almost fling the headset away in response to the screen that pierced my ear. Hey, what happened? I'm alright, it's nothing. Can't afford to miss any of it. I immediately returned the headset to my ear once again. It hurts so much. Please, just end it. Just kill me already. What the hell is this? I hear a girl's voice pleading desperately. From farther away, I hear the murmur of an old man. Sorry, I want to try to keep you alive, but that might be impossible with all 4 limbs cut off. The phone ended with the man's statement. It ended. Judging by your expression, I'm not sure if I want to hear what you heard. I guess I have to tell me what you heard. Alright. You described the girl's scream and the voice of the man who apologized. Well, he didn't really apologize. That wasn't an apology. He was just musing to himself. The voice said cutting off all 4 limbs is literal and is true. And this is a recording of something truly terrible. The entire time I heard a sound that sounded like a tape. I couldn't hear it directly. I think it was like this recording finished. All 4 limbs cut off. What the hell is this guy thinking? Apologizing when he's the one doing it. Sounds like the logic of a psycho. There's no point in thinking about it. I'm trying to figure out why he became a psycho. Hi. Hello. What the hell? Can't contain my shock as a flashlight lights upon an object on the ground. You mean on the bed? I gather myself and look at it again. Is this a doll? The object sitting at the bed seems to be a little girl doll. No doll excerpt. I could tell that it's more sloppily made than the copy of the doll. Its clothes are dirty and hair is big. A couple of reddish black stains. It's wearing a rude mask. What the hell is this mask supposed to be? Is it beak? Is it a bird? Who cares? Let's check it out. You guys are brave. You are a brave guy. I tried pulling the mask off to remove it, but it won't budge. Almost if it's glued on. I ignore it for now. Take a look at its clothes. I noticed a reddish black stain. There's a reddish black stain on the doll's clothing. This might be a blood stain. Looks like blood. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll give it a try. Yep. Let a breath to relax and press my fingertips to blood. Oh, yay, we're going on a field trip. I hear a sniffling cries. It doesn't sound like a distress cry. Along with that, I begin to hear vibrations. Hey, is something wrong? No, I'm alright. I heard a voice. The voice was saying famished. What kind of name is famished? No, they were famished. They were thirsty. Or hungry. I think famished is more for hunger? Wait, is that a serious question? No, I mean, I'm saying that I have no idea what they mean by famished. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's what you mean. Well, the word famished means hungry. That's the first time I've heard it. Is that what a weird dialect? Is that from a weird dialect? Let's just leave this for another time. It's a waste of time explaining it. It's strange that a doll would be hungry. But that's what it sounds like it's saying. Huh. Oh. Do you want... No? What do you mean? Come on, that was a good idea. It's a boombox. It looks like a pretty old one. I eject a tape each. High class Western style bed. I guess we'll go back. Goodbye. Phone. This one's dirty bed. I wonder what caused these stains. Now that I'm looking, there are more spots than I expected. Try pulling the mask to remove it. It won't budge, almost as if it's glued on. Ignore it for now and take a look at its clothes. Oh, I forgot I have the mask. What? Where did you be? Well, this might actually be a good time because it seems like I'm stuck. Seems like I'm stuck. It's like, how does she not? Or maybe I need to switch the mask. Mask? No, it's like a. Not, I can't choose anything. Maybe I need to switch. Oh, you're back. No problem. You're on the lookout now, Bonnie. Alright, I'll see you later. Rosa, stick to the mission, you hear? Alright, let's get going. Alright, let's see if she says anything different. I take out the opener now. Oh, now I can. I wonder why I wasn't. Take out the dried fruit from my bag and place it on top of the doll's lap. The mask makes a sound then. The mask falls on the doll's lap. Peasant mask, dried up fruit used. Hell yeah. Oh, maybe I need to go back and get Bond. Because I think... Alright. Alright, let's see. Place the pheasant mask on the frame.
Oh,
Hey, looks pretty alright. Maybe it was hung up there. Just then I hear something move in the hallway. What's going on? Quickly remove the mask, but the shaking won't stop. Hey, look. Eventually, the vibrating stops, and the hallway entrance appeared, a mud wall in front of us. Whoa, seriously. Is this a ninja lair or something? This is the first time I've seen an actual real trapdoor. Well, it looks like we saw a glimpse of the true face of the owner of this place. What are you talking about? There's only one type of person who would build something like this. Paranoid person. Someone who's possessed. Possessed by what? The devil! That's a $1 million question. Come on, time to see where this hidden passage goes. We make our way down the extremely narrow path from the hallway entrance. It's really creepy. Well, there are rooms on both sides. This path probably goes between the two rooms. At the end of the path, there's another door. Looks like this is our only option. Let's see where this leads. I hear something walking on the roof. Let us save. Went through the front door. Beyond that door. I open the door and I'm shocked to be looking at the front entrance of the Minoku entrance. What? Hold on, wait a second. Is this really possible? Huh? I mean, I don't believe it either, but what is actually happening? Hold on a second, keep calm. Jump and take a look around. Is there anything different? This just happened to look like it. I noticed that next to the secret door I thought was opened earlier is now closed. Everything else seems to be the same. When is the entrance to the secret passage closed again? I don't have a damn clue. Positive we entered the secret passage and opened the door. The thing happened the moment we went through the door. Does not gives me an idea. Hey, we entered from the door located at the front entrance, right? So what happens if we try to leave? We're doing the opposite of what we just did. Yeah, we end up back at the secret passage by doing that. I really did not want to think about it, but doesn't seem like we're stuck in here. That's bad. Come on, let's try getting outside. I rush to open the door, and once going outside, I see the unchanged Minoku entrance once again. Phew, that was a relief. Scared me there for a second. Rose and I are on lookout and looks at the two of us with a confused expression on her face. You two certainly look like you're having fun. Did something happen? Yeah, you see. Retell what happened when we went through the secret passage. Real, I can't believe it. It must be true, you're saying. Piece of all the information. It seems that when we entered the secret passage, we entered a different Minoku residence. A different Minoku residence? How's it different? I'm not sure. It could be in a different time situation, just some specific state. mystery next door is better. We had to come up with an explanation. That's the hypothesis that makes the most sense. Doesn't it? Or the house is bigger than we thought, and he made a second entrance to the reason. Assuming that you're correct. How's that even possible? There are some extremely powerful forces and thoughts that sometimes cause phenomena. Stairs that take you to the same floor, or an intersection that leads to the same place. These are examples I've heard from someone who actually experienced them firsthand. I don't believe that at all. I guess I have to since it's actually happening. If we're experiencing this phenomenon, then it means that there are greater dangers ahead. Are you going to continue investigating? I'm fully prepared to face these dangers. Oh God, I've gotten through it up until now. This is nothing. Attaboy. That's one thing about you I like. Alright, let's continue our investigation. And with that we will save. And call it a night because I think that that is a good end to tonight. But thank you everybody for joining. And let me just like be reminded of everything today. I think because I lived in a kind of like oldish area when I was in Kyoto, this area this reminds me a little bit of that. But with that, we'll go ahead and see who we can raid, and I'll just wish everyone a good night. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. We'll go ahead and see. Yeah, hopefully tonight I'll have a good night's sleep. I am feeling tired. Last night I was able to sleep pretty well, which is good. I do need my sleep. It's been getting cold lately, so. But also I heard this weekend it's gonna rain, so I won't be able to do anything outside, but that's okay. Oh, and there's sirens going out. Oh, there is Tetra, so we'll go ahead and give them a raid. Oh, they've been doing it for a long time. They might be finishing up soon, who knows. But we'll go ahead and start the raid. And I thank everyone for joining, for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyone who will watch it later, I always appreciate it. I know it was good night, take care. Thank you. Good night and take care. I know I was kind of rambling today, but yeah, that is how it is. Life is life. But with that, I will bid you farewell, and as always, be good raiders, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.